When I watched The Matrix for the first time, the famous science fiction movie from 1999, actually it was a trilogy, so the sequels were released in 2003, both of them, if I remember correctly. I actually thought it was an excellent movie for philosophical discussion. In this movie, the characters find out that the reality, the world that they thought it was real, is actually virtual reality. In the true reality, they are just bodies not very well shaped, because they've been in that situation since they were very young, since they were babies. So they are just in these containers in which the computers are inducing something in their minds. They're making their minds as software participate in this huge virtual reality that is the world that we live. So nothing is true, everything is fake and can be changed through software. So we are just softwares in a huge, huge network, which is this virtual reality. And so it's interesting, this movie, the characters, at a certain point, they figure this out, and the movie portrays the choice of the evil guy in the group, the one who betrays his fellows, companions of, in this fight against the machine to free humankind from this prison. He accepts a deal with the machines. He decides to betray them, and he asks the machines, but let me forget everything that happened so far and just give me a very successful life as a rich person, successful in the virtual reality, in the virtual world. So that's the deal. He decides to live in a dream, in a fake reality, as a successful person, while the good guys in the movie, and I say the good guys and the bad guys not because I want to be judgmental, but because this is the way the movies portrays the characters, and it's the way in which watchers of the movies perceive good and wrong in the movie. I haven't read any reviews that says that the evil guy was actually the good guy and that was a good choice given the circumstances. The good guys in the movie, they actually choose the real reality, even though it doesn't look very good. I mean, it's a spoiled earth after the sun was, obscured by some kind of war against the machine. So it didn't look good at all. But still, they would choose the real life, not the fake one of the dream, of this virtual reality. So I thought of a philosophical experiment suggested by a contemporary philosopher called Robert Nozick in 1974 in a book called Anarchy, State and Utopia. And in order to criticize hedonism, the philosophy according to which the end of human life is the search of pleasures, he suggested a thought experiment. He says, let's say that you have a choice between an experience machine, like a bath tube in which you are immersed, and then all kind of feeling of pleasure can be caused into your brain directly, even including being a successful king or an athlete or a rich businessman, and real life outside the experience machine. How many people would actually enter the experience machine instead of living a real life, even if the real life doesn't look as great as the virtual life would look in the experience machine? His self-evident conclusion is that most of the people would choose real life, because we don't really want just the feeling of something. We want the real thing. We want to be sure that we are living our life. I think that the movie is a perfect picture of this experience machine in the movie theaters, in which the way people watch the movie makes sense of the experience machine, because they do identify with the good guys, and they do think that the bad guy, the one who chooses the experience machine, is the bad guy. So it's an interesting existential proof of some kind of deep truth about hedonism not being the real answer to human life.
you.